Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more.
Killin' y'all, killin' y'all, killin' y'all, killin' y'all. I know I look like a bug, you better show me some love. When you see me online, you know I paid a good price. Slide in my DMs, boy, come holler at me. Gotta get acquainted with this new fatty. Your favorite IG model ain't got nothing on me. Fashion Nova on my peach with this Georgia donkey. I would've hit the gym, but I didn't have the time. I got receipts, so you know.
Okay, so you seen the title. You read me right. You read the title correctly. Yep. These BBLs killing y'all. Killing y'all. Killing y'all. Oh my goodness. I actually been wanting to talk about this for a while. But the thing with me and making videos is I have a lot of video ideas, but sometimes it doesn't trigger me to make a video about something until I see or hear something. And then I'm like, oh, yep, I got to talk about this. I know somebody is going to come onto this video crying. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, you're being misogynistic. You're policing people's bodies. Leave women's bodies alone. Women can get BBLs if they want to. Oh my gosh, calm down, girl. Calm down, girl. Nobody's saying nobody can't get a BBL. I like BBL. Like, I like how some of these girls look. Some of these girls get BBLs and it's actually tasteful and it looks nice. Like, I'm not against a good booty, whether it's natural or whether it's fake. Like, I don't have anything against it. I just noticed it's getting out of control. Like, the epidemic of it all is getting out of control. And some of the BBLs that these girls are taking all their time, money, effort, and energy into going and getting don't even be looking right. They're lopsided, crooked, stiff. It's like, if you're going to go ahead and get all of that and do all of that, at least make it look good. But not only that, I have my issues with BBLs too. So, I mean, you can get them if you want, but I do have my critique about them for sure. And this doesn't just apply to the girls that are in the thumbnail of this video. This really applies to all BBLs. Like, what triggered me to even make this video specifically was the fact that I was just scrolling on Instagram, minding my business, and I happened to see a video of Summer Walker bowling. And I was like, what in the heck is going on? So let me just show you what I saw. I was like, oh my goodness. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. I was just thinking in my head as I'm watching the video, like, she just need to go on ahead and take that out. Can she take that out? I don't know. I know some types of things are different to where it's like you can get shots where you can't take it out, and then you can get implants where they put like a silicone ball or whatever they're putting inside of you that you can like remove. You know what I mean? So the first thing that came to my mind was, oh my gosh, she just need to go on ahead and remove that if she can, because it looks a mess. Then I just started thinking about all of the girls that I know with problematic BBLs, like that I see on the internet. I'm just thinking, dang, they all need to go on ahead and remove those, like for real. Then I started thinking about the huge risk that it is to get BBLs, and it just made me shiver because I'm just like, dang, I could not imagine putting myself through an unnecessary surgery like that just for it to turn out lopsided, potentially mess up my health, for it to be stiff, for it to potentially mess up my health, for me to look like an ant, for it to potentially mess up my health. Like, it's not worth it. To me, it's not worth it. And it's such a risky game because you don't know whether the surgery you're going out to get is going to negatively impact you in a health way. So it's not even just policing women's bodies to be like, hey, you shouldn't get this because I don't think it looks good. No, not only that, but it's a giant risk to your overall health and safety just for you to conform to today's beauty standards. Oh, yeah, on top of that, it's an unrealistic beauty standard, which I also don't like. So there's so many different aspects about BBLs that I just like shake my head. I'm like, you're risking your health. It's a unreasonable beauty standard. It isn't attractive mostly. There are only a few BBLs that I see around that I'm like, dang, that looks natural and it actually looks really good. But most of the time when I see a BBL, whether it's in real life or whether it's on the internet, I'm like, you shouldn't not have wasted your time or money because it looks a mess. What I will say though is Ari Fletcher's, or Ari the Dawn, however you call her her BBL, best in the game. I do agree with people on that. Like, she looks amazing. Like, as far as her BBL goes, dang. It's just like the best. And then Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea. Ooh, if you guys have ever seen Iggy Azalea's BBL, it goes crazy. Whoever did her work did an amazing job. But that is few and far in between. A lot of the BBLs that we see around don't look nearly as good as those BBLs. Like, let's just be honest about this. And it's just not worth the overall risk that these women take to get these surgeries.
It was on the black market, but I went to a person that was well known in my music circle. He was not a doctor. He does this in a hotel room. He told us that it was gel, some type of gel or whatever, when it was actually free-floating silicone in your body. So I didn't have any real symptoms until like 5-6 years later. I started to look like an ant, and one morning I woke up and my legs gave out.
Really?
Just out of the blue. I just woke up and fell.
Oh my goodness. I'm just rewatching the clip over Dr. Phil's face. He's sitting there with his mouth wide open, like, my God, his face looked crazy in that clip. But okay, no, but for real, that clip was from when K. Michelle had work done. She had BBL, and her BBL looked really good when she had it, which she didn't really need it because she had a butt before she got the BBL. But you heard what she said. She didn't get side effects from that until 5 or 6 years later. And the person who did it wasn't a real doctor, which not using a real doctor obviously is going to pose some threats. But even if you go to a real doctor, they be flying these girls out going to Timbuktu to go to a real doctor, and they don't wind up coming back from these countries because they died on the surgery table. You know what I'm saying? Like, so whether it's a doctor, whether it's somebody underground who's doing it, whether it's somebody who's doing it illegally, whether it's professional, you still run risks. And that's what she was talking about. And she had a really bad experience. And it's not to say that everybody has bad experiences when they go to get these works done, but to me, it's not worth the risk. Like, if I saw that, what happened to K. Michelle and I had a BBL, I would be so scared and I'd be running to try to see if I can reverse it. Another thing I don't like is that girls get them young a lot of the time and they don't give a chance for their adult bodies to set in. Like, girls are getting BBLs at like 18 and 19 years old. For example, Malu Trevejo and Danielle Bergoli got surgery super young. Like, as soon as Malu Trevejo, which she's a Instagram model influencer girl. Actually, let me just put a picture of her. Malu, very pretty girl, went out to go get work done and start an OnlyFans the minute she turned 18 years old. I think this picture is her with her work done. It looks like it because her butt and her boobs, like, they look very stiff, like hard. Yeah, she went to go get a BBL instantly. And it's like she didn't get a chance to grow up and to grow into her adulthood and gain weight and things like that, to where you never know. She might not have ever needed to get a BBL. Her natural body as a woman could have naturally set in for her to where those enhancements aren't even necessary and you get them too soon. And it's like there's just so many problematic things about BBLs.
Your Instagram and you post '08 Nikki and 2022 Nikki.
Isn't that crazy? Out of nowhere, I just happened to post that, yeah.
But what does that Nikki say to that Nikki?
I wish that then I would have appreciated more things. I wish I would have appreciated myself more, my look more, that raw talent that wasn't so jaded and tainted with the ridicule from other people. I kept on being around Wayne and at that time, Wayne, he always talking about big booties Wayne would have like a new chick in the studio every session. And I was like sister. I was like the little sister with Wayne and Mac and all these boys, Jay Mills and Gutta and all of them. And all I would hear them talking about is big butts. And I didn't feel complete or good enough, good as those girls, because I'm like, oh my God, this is what you're supposed to look like in the rap culture.
So, like, even Nicki Minaj was speaking about it. So, and the effect that it had on her doing it. So there's so many negative connotations around it, I feel like, at this point, that we've heard and seen. It's like, it's not healthy for your body. It's an unrealistic beauty standard. It teaches like low self-esteem in yourself and your self-worth. The BBLs 9 times out of 10 for most of y'all don't be looking right. So it's just chop, cut, just no, just no. That's my personal opinion. Y'all ain't gotta agree, but anyway, I just wanted to ramble and rant about that. Let me know what you think about this down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Don't get a BBL. Bye.